Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Clip's Toy Shop on another episode of Talking Toys. So standing before you, we look at the Storm Collectibles Subzero from Mortal Kombat 3 Bluefin / Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. If you're looking for this figure, it is currently sold out at Bluefin, and from what I've been told, it was posted on Big Bad Toy Store for less than an hour before it sold out. I picked up this figure earlier this week. Bluefin shipped it out super quick. I will absolutely be reviewing this action figure. Not sure when I will, but it will be coming at some point soon. For those of you who watched a few videos of mine, you know my sometime soon is really not soon at all. So let's slide Subzero over. So Hanzo from World Heroes, I've actually had this for some time now. This will absolutely be the next action figure that I am reviewing. This video should go up before Sunday. At the time of this recording, it's actually Friday. I think Fuma has actually released at this time. I need to take a break, so I will pick that up at some point. So just sticking with Storm Collectibles, Raiden. This figure has been sold out everywhere. I was able to get it at Bluefin's event that they had going on from the 14th through the 20th. I will absolutely be reviewing this figure as well. Can't give you a date to when, but I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Maybe let me remove happy. I'm pleased to have it in my collection, as for some reason the proportions of this figure, the body, something about it just seems weird. So I'm really anxious to get it out of package, which I haven't done yet. And moving on to the last Storm Collectibles figure that I have at the moment, it's Doomsday. And this figure has been sold out. Same with Raiden. I was able to get it at the Bluefin event. I will absolutely be reviewing this figure as well. I wanted to say that this review may be a lot later than the others, but I don't know. He doesn't come packed with a lot of accessories, so I feel that this may be a quick one to do. I'll think about that this week. I also want to show some other figures. All of them are not new, but I'm very happy to have these. The NECA, Bebop, and Rocksteady. For anyone in the New York City area, you know that our Targets, as many as we have, do not stock these figures. Well, every Target that I've been to, at least. So someone on Instagram looked out to me. Big shout out. Very thankful to have these in my collection, and very happy to be a decent enough guy that someone would come through to send these my way. So sticking with NECA, let's move on to April O'Neil and Foot Soldier. Once I got the Bebop and Rocksteady, cool guys sent this my way as well. Thank you very much. Definitely appreciate this. No idea if I'm actually going to review this set. I may do some comparisons, as I have something else to compare this to. In my last NECA set would be Shredder and Krang. Also had another cool person off of Instagram send these my way. They actually picked this up a few months back for me. I asked them to hold it in the event if they came across any of the other NECA figures. So finally I told them to ship this my way, and here it is. And right now I'm on a turtle high. I just watched the 2012 Nickelodeon series, and man, what an excellent cartoon that was. Excellent. So I'm kind of geeking right now on turtle stuff. So let's keep talking about turtles. Oh, my lighting fell. Don't worry. Finally received the Super 7 tmnt. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take the rest of the figures out of their box. That way it'll be much quicker for me to get through this video. Whoop, and box ruined. Man, man, this thing looks great. It's packed with a lot of accessories. What I'm hoping is Super 7 finds a way to give us those mousers. They have to give us more than that. And this figure is enormous. And I'm not a box guy, but the packaging looks really well. Some graffiti on the side. Not really going to get into that. I'm just really impressed with what he comes with and the size of this figure. Sliding this out the way, let's bring in Splinter, which I think will be my least favorite figure of this wave. Man, I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but these figures are really large. And comes packed with accessories. I thought all of these Ultimates came with 2 heads. I can only see one with Splinter. I won't know for sure until it's taken out of the package. But on the side, it's very similar, if not the same, to Baxter Stockman. I thought each figure would have their own unique. But I think with the Baxter Stockman, the color is different. Actually, it is different. So he has more of a purple color and Splinter has green. Man, I'm really, truly happy that I didn't pass on these figures. So we're up to the 3rd figure out of the 4 figure set. Slip cover is a bit harder to get off. I know some people are probably cringing as I'm just being exceptionally rough. And the foot soldier just comes packed with weapons. Again, like Splinter, it only appears that there's one head scope. And moving on to the final figure, one of the turtles. They chose to go with Raphael. And I know I continue to say this, but man, he is so much larger than the original toy. I actually have the original toy. I don't have a lot of my original items, but I do have some of the turtles, as my son is playing with them now, so I know how small that is compared to this figure. And also just sounding like I'm just repeating myself, just the weapons. Just very happy with what he comes with. I actually remember this accessory here. And here you see we have the 2 heads, so I'm assuming that Splinter and the foot soldier does not come with 2 head scopes, as it more than likely would have been displayed. And that also brings me to Baxter Stockman, who also has 1 head scope. I just was so impressed with everything that came in the box. I completely missed it with him, as well as his body takes up the majority of the box. So these figures I'm actually going to review. I'm going to attempt to review them all at once. I know my reviews are long as it is. I will try to find a way to cut it down so that this is not an hour-long video for all 4 figures. Okay, I'm not finished yet. I have some additional items from Super 7. Finally, my Toxic Crusader has come in. And it reminds me of the turtle packaging. Definitely not as wide. But the same theme with the slipcover. And in package, I'm really impressed again. Like, this was a figure that I didn't know if I wanted, but now that I have it, I am very happy. No idea if Super 7 will actually go through with creating more. They should, but I like what I have. I also have the translucent version of this one, and maybe if I review this, I'll actually review both figures together. I'll determine that at a later date. And sticking with Super 7, my Thundercats are in as well. As I did with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm going to open the boxes and then just show the figures. And it seems that Super 7 is just following the same theme with all of their figures. Packaging with slipcover. Same shape at the bottom. These are more similar in size. Man, am I happy to have Thundercats. For those of you who are not familiar with Thundercats, it is currently on Hulu. I actually started watching it again. I am not a box guy at all, but I'm really considering keeping these boxes. I really like how these figures display in the box, even though I'm not an in-box collector. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do about these boxes. Just looking at this, I can't wait to have the ever-living form of Mum-Ra. Like, these figures have me so hyped right now. Like, I'm ready to take pictures. I'm ready to start recording. And I actually had the original one that came with Mattel. He was one of the few that I managed to get a hold of. I also picked up that Wily Kit and Cat set. So for the Thundercats, I decided to buy 2. I feel like with these figures, I'm going to want to display them in other sets than just my overall Thundercats set. And Lion-O, man, I could actually see myself with 3 versions, with 3 different Lion-Os. I only bought 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Super 7 finds another way to give us a different version of Lion-O and some of the original characters. So I didn't want to go overboard and have 4 of the same identical figure. But man, this brings back so many memories. Really likes the weapons that he comes with. Looks like something is, that's hands that are hidden down in the box. I think that's a Book of Omens up top. Oh, so many good memories. And last but not least, Panthro. Man, I'm so excited for this line here. You know, who would have thought that it would take so many years to get a dedicated wave of Thundercats? Mezco did something a few years ago. The figures were 14 or 17 inches tall, and they really only created the core characters. Other than Mum-Ra, I don't think we received any other villain. Bandai fooled around with this line as well. If you ask me, it's probably one of the main reasons the revised version of Thundercats didn't stay on longer than 1 season. They were really awful action figures. But now looking at these, oh my goodness. I mean, it's Masters of the Universe. For those of you who are familiar with Masters of the Universe classics, it is some things to like with those action figures. It is some things to dislike, such as many of them share the same body. That's something that's going to take some getting used to. But hey, if this is going to give me 20 or more Thundercats, I'll take it. So thank you for sticking around and talking toys. I will certainly have at least 2 videos up before the end of September. I am definitely counting this as 1 video. Hanzo from World Heroes will be another video. And for the 3rd, I am not sure. I sort of want to do some action figure news, arrivals, delays, pre-orders, and what's coming. But I might open this Raiden or Subzero. Well, by the way, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you during the next video.